Men who were young and like Milfs. What happened when you got older? Did you continue to like older women, or did your tastes change? I still like them, but they're not called older women anymore, they're just called women. I realized that my desire for Milfs was more a desire for authority, structure, reliability, and comfort in my life, but was being expressed through my boner because I was a teenager. I married one lol. Kept on having sex with Milfs and eventually married one. I still see plenty of older attractive women. Some age like wine. Graduate to GILFS. I became a DILF and the Milfs chase me. Kept pulling them. In a relationship with one. Older women are life. This is the way. Hot as hot. Nothing changed. I became a motherfucker. They're the same age as me now, so my preference hasn't changed. I am 34 and I still do. It makes life easier in some ways. If you always thought mature women were hot, once you're mature they're still hot to you. And they're thrilled to find a man their own age who appreciates them for what they are. We both got older. I still like them. Milfs became GILFS. I'm middle-aged and still like them older. I keep wondering if there's an upper limit, but so far, no. I continue to be attracted to women 15 years older than myself regardless of my current age. Still like them, but ended up with a younger woman when I was ready to settle down since I want kids of my own. I am almost 40, now I'm just attracted to women my age. The only thing that changed was that the Milfs and Gilfs are now my age. Graduated to GILFs. Look forward to GGILFs. There is something about Milfs, man, the older I get they stay the same age. I married a Milf, and get to sleep with her every night. I still like them older. I still like them. Convenient because now that I am married, I own my own Milf. I had a few flings where they put things in my butt and then I got married. I still do. I started liking women my own age or older. Now they're just women my age. As I got older, they stayed the same age. Moved on to G-Milfs? I still like Milfs. GILFs. Converted to G-Milfs. I built my own. That's the thing about Milfs, I get older, they stay the same age. I used to like Milfs. I still do, but I used to too. At 32 and I still like em older. Something about having an older woman in submission. A well-kept Gilf in these trying times is fair game by hook or by crook. I married a woman 20 years older than me. So to answer your question, no, my tastes did not change. Still like mature women as much as ever. Over 50 is now just a number. 68 is now older for me. I dated one when I was 28, she was 39, and found out that it's not the age difference that calls my attention. It's the stability and maturity that life brings. They know what they want. Don't have concerns to talk about personal stuff. They don't play games and have a more independent personality. For me, that's hotter than a woman that just looks like a young model. Now I'm 36 and I still prefer women over 30 way more than younger ones. I got into Gilfs. I still love older women. Now that I'm in my early 40s, my tastes are women in their 50s and even 60s. Lucky me. My GF is actually turning 50 next weekend. I got older, but they stayed the same age. I first felt attracted to much older women when I was at school. One of my teachers was insanely hot. And even though I say it myself, I was a gifted pupil. All the more so for the attention she would give me when I did well in class. One thing eventually led to another, and we were soon together, and eventually we married once I was old enough. She's much older than I, and I still desire her for her age, but also for the fact that she has raised me almost as her own child, constantly building me up to always work hard, do well, until eventually I could be the 25th president of France. As a guy in my mid-late 20s, I've dated a few women who were over 10 years older than me. I came to the realization that women in their 40s who are still seeking men in their 20s typically lack the maturity that I foolishly hoped came with age. I think about this all the time. I'm 54 now. When I was 18 was with a woman that was 43, and those were the best days of my life. We were together for a few years, but I had to break off, was shipped to a different state for work, but I met another one for a couple years, but I really still do like older women, maybe 60s. There's a lot of women that are 60 that are still smoking hot. I get older, and they stay the same age. I'm 43 and my girlfriend is about to turn 46. I refer to her as a MILF or baddie, as my teenage son and his friends say. I love to play the outfield's your love when she visits, tears of joy. I like GILFs now. I got older and they stayed the same age. The MILFs became my age. My peers became MILFs. I wound up hooking up with two last year. One of them was 20 years my senior. Was very fun. I was just talking to a friend about this. I always had a thing for the mid-30s to early 40s soccer mom type. Considering I'm just about 40, it's weird that they're now either my age or younger than me. But the type didn't go away for me. I'm still into it. So I guess it wasn't the difference in age that drives the attraction. It's the age group itself and unrelated to my age. I actually remember wondering about this myself when I was entering my 30s. Well, now I know. I liked Kay Parker back in the 80s, and I've been fond of the MILF genre ever since. In my 20s, I married a woman my own age, but she eventually became a MILF. Because, well, that's how the linear passage of time works. Some graduate to GILFS. It's GILFs now. Upgraded to GILFs. Married a childless woman 15 years older. Shameless plug, our cougars and cubs. I dated older women because the women my age wouldn't give me the time of day. One day, around age 23 or so, some kind of switch got flipped and women my age started tolerating me. And I started dating them instead. Nothing changed about me. I still have no idea what the hell was going on. It's kind of funny. My whole life, women my age rarely showed any interest in me. The older women were always more attractive to me because, if they thought I was cute, they weren't ambiguous about it. They're better communicators. They know what they want. And most of them don't mind taking the reins. At 34, I'm hitting the age range of the type of women I've always been attracted to. And that makes me hopeful. Don't have to think too much about the age gap for a serious relationship. Once you go gray, there's no other way. They GILFs now. Fuck grandmas now. I didn't like MILFs, ill love them. My wife is 18 years older than been with her forever before I had young things, but you ever get grateful head? Like she is so happy about the pipe you just laid she stops to finish you with her mouth. Grateful head. And I am a freak. Fair cheeks. Been together 14 years. MILFs turn into GILFs. I still like them, but now I know that I shouldn't get into a relationship with one. I used to like MILFs, I still do, but I used to too.